Right. I keep hearing the same question over and over. Should we buy or should we build when it comes to AI? And I do. I get why people ask it. It does sound like a smart question. Strategic, executive board ready, but it's not. Because that question assumes the hard part is the decision, but I don't think it is. The hard part is admitting whether you actually understand how your system works in the first place. That's where we're all skipping. It seems like right now a lot of times I'm seeing like these two types of teams most everywhere. The first group, they buy AI. It's like they start shopping. There's big promises, AI native GTM agents. They've got all the words. They bolt on to a broken GTM motion, and then they act somewhat shocked when the output is just faster nonsense. It's like it's more emails, maybe, or more activity or more dashboards. The CRM is now updated. Still no one looks at it, but less trust in numbers. It's like the same mess, but ultimately louder. The second group, they kind of say, no, we're different. We're building. But when you peel it back, what they actually built is like a pile of GPT, prompts. It's not like a workflow. No one real owns it. No definition of done. It's there. They're just prompts firing into a chat window and people are hoping it kind of all holds itself together. They're different approaches, but they end up kind of both failing. And my experience is starting to show why both groups actually screw this up. Yes, they think they're building innovation, but it's not really that. Building is its homework. You don't build to be impressive. You build to understand the work. You build to answer boring questions nobody really wants to answer. What actually goes in? What actually comes out? What does judgment matter? Where does it break? What does good even mean here? Because look, if you can't explain that clearly, you're not building leverage. It's like you're creating technical debt maybe with better, because AI doesn't really remove the need to think. It's more like it punishes you for avoiding it. Let's see. I'd frame it this way. If you're building AI because you think it's going to save you from thinking, you might as well stop now. That's not what it does. If you're buying AI because you don't want to understand your own system, that might be worse. Yeah, that might be worse. At least when you build, you're forced to confront reality. But when you buy without understanding, you're just outsourcing confusion. So here's one of the rules I actually believe in. Build when you're forced to learn. When the only way forward is to really understand the work. When the edge cases really matter. When you got to get into that judgment. But the second someone else can do it better than you, buy it. Buy it fast. Buy it gladly and move on. Owning infrastructure is not really like a flex, but the outcome. And if you can own the outcome, that is. Now, if you're not sure whether you should build or buy, that actually might be the answer. It means you don't understand the system well enough yet. And no AI tool, no agent, no platform is going to give you the clarity for free. AI doesn't reward effort. It doesn't reward ambition. It doesn't really care about excitement. You have to have clarity because everything else, it's pretty make-believe.